Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's just go ahead and take another look at Telcoin. Really what we have been looking forward to over the last few days is a break of this range that has lasted for over 78 days. You can see that the price is trying to crack above the main resistance. Now the question becomes, are we going to be able to do this? Right, they have a nice back test and pump, something like a 5x in relatively a quick fashion. I think that it's something that is very much likely, and that's what we have actually been looking forward to. Before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video, because what's happening is that I never used to cover Telcoin that much, so regular viewers of this channel may not be very interested in videos like this. When they see them suggested, they just skip them, and it's telling the YouTube algorithm that this stuff is not relevant. So I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. You can drop a comment, you can share it wherever you want to share. Let's spread this great news that we have here on the Telcoin price action, because this can be an opportunity from a trading perspective as well as just hodling. I know that some people have been holding ever since the bottom here. By the time we get to our intended price targets, I think a lot of people are going to be retiring. But let's get back into the price chart here. So I was explaining what is what on the daily time frame, but what we need to see, and I have to spread this time and again, is that we need to see more of this volume. Yesterday we were trading right around $2.8 million. I think we have actually done a good job in increasing the volume to right around $7 million. Again, still, this is not really a lot for a huge breakout that we want to see here for Telcoin, because the resistance that we are at is very massive. If you want to go ahead and compare it to what it has been looking like in the past, you can see the all-time price section here of Telcoin. You can already see that the price is struggling because there was resistance here, there was also resistance right here, there was also resistance right here. So the whole zone here ends up being a major resistance, and you need massive volume for this. Once we see volume going right around 20 million, 50 million, 70 million and stuff like that, I think that can be a legitimate breakout. Other than that, this can as well just be a fake out, and we'll be looking at the price getting back into that range once again. I just had to mention that because I want to be as objective as possible. I'm already in a trade here because I was saying that when the price breaks right around 7.8 or maybe 0.078 is where I would be entering a trade, but I'm not fully in that trade. I just announced on the Discord group that I'm going to be entering like 25% of what my intended amount is, and then from there, once we see volume start to build up, this is the moment that I'm going totally in, and we're looking at a huge pump. I'll quote the price targets in a minute, but let me also show you a different pattern that is forming right within that zone, which is the symmetrical triangle that you can see. But I think you can also combine it with this pole, and you have got a pole and a pennant right there, which usually breaks towards the upside. So we are looking at a breakout level of right around 78-80% basically. That will be cool, but this is like locally, and the main range that we are looking obviously at is this bull flag that we have even on a weekly time frame, and it's looking safe. Let me just tell you this, that these ranges are very, very much bullish, especially if they're taking very long to play out like this one. 77 days, 78 days, that's a long time. Once we break the 7.8 resistance with high amounts of volume, I think we can expect a minimum of 5x, and obviously as high as something like 600% or something like that. That will be cool. Let me just show you here from a retracement perspective what that level would look like. So the maximum price target that I'm looking at, just looking at this breakout, right, is right around maybe 5.6 cents, right, basically, just to make everything very simple. So that's very much good here. But again, I think I have to re-emphasize that the volume is going to be key. So I think the most important thing to watch here is this volume, to see if it's going to be creeping towards maybe $20 million, $50 million, and then we can say, okay, the resistance has been broken with significant volumes, and it's safe to trade this whole thing. So again, I'm going to be updating Patreon members in the Discord group on which is which, but you have seen the symmetrical triangle here for even lower targets, which is right around maybe 1.3, and then the bigger breakout somewhere around 5.6 cents. Then of course, I think I also wanted to mention that long term we can look at this thing, and we can see a very clear Wyckoff accumulation pattern. I wanted to mention this in yesterday's video, but I forgot for one reason or the other. So I think that if I would just go ahead and show you what I think the price is doing right now, you can see this. I think this is right here, this right here, which is the sign of strength. So we're just working out at the top of the range before we have a huge breakout. I think think this is really going to be an amazing one. You can also say that the consolidation has been happening for more than 3 years at this point. So this is really something that is amazing. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you know what's what with this price chart. And then, of course, I'll see you on the next one. I'll keep updating you on this. And if you're interested in those trades that we're going to be taking, feel free to go ahead and join the private Discord group via Patreon. Bye-bye.